Intrada Insight was designed from the ground up to minimize the costs associated with license plate image review by significantly increasing the read accuracies compared to those available in the industry today. From the outset, Q-Free has envisioned a highly scalable system that automatically reviews a majority of license plates through automated intelligent machine learning systems with a high level of accuracy. The difficulty lies in maintaining high levels of accuracy at high automation rates. If automation is increased too high, license plates are incorrectly identified and errors creep into the process, costing an agency significant money and damage to their reputation. Low accuracy introduces costly errors that result in incorrect DMV lookups. These errors lead to unbillable transactions, or worse yet, to billing the wrong customer. These mistakes are time-consuming and costly to fix, as they require human interaction in order to be resolved. Fine-tuning the system to achieve the highest level of automated license plate reads while still maintaining low error rates is at the core of Q-Free's solution. Automation is achieved through a multitude of highly optimized OCR engines, business rules specific to a region, and artificial intelligence machine learning algorithms that improve automation and accuracy over time. Intrada Insight performs vehicle signature recognition, where a license plate's unique visual characteristics are compared to a database of known signatures. Additional automation improvements are made by grouping multiple transactions with matching VSR fingerprints and comparing just a single representative transaction to the database, or manually reviewing a single transaction of that group and then applying the results to all the other transactions in that group. License plates across the U.S. vary widely, and there is no single source entity that describes all of the variations, rules, and historical patterns found on license plates today. Oftentimes, the DMVs either do not have the information required to perform an accurate plate lookup, or the information they provide is outdated or inaccurate. Q-Free has dedicated a significant amount of time to this very complex issue and has developed a process that specializes in researching plate types to determine the correct plate type. This again helps in mitigating mistakes when attempting to identify a specific license plate either through automation or manual review. Some North American plates require not only identifying the jurisdiction and reading the characters printed on the plate, but also identifying what is called a plate type. So what constitutes a plate type? Well, depending on the state the plate was issued in, a plate can have the following attributes required to correctly identify the plate type. The registration string is often unique to the plate type. For example, a New Hampshire commercial license plate must always start with the letters AC, AD, AE, or AF, and be followed by 1 to 4 digits between 0 and 9. The jurisdiction name is typically printed in small letters above or below the registration string, but can also be determined by the plate's style and coloration. It identifies the state, province, governmental agency, or country that issued the plate. The prefix is a small alphanumeric text that precedes the registration string and is placed before the last character of the registration string. The suffix is a small alphanumeric text or symbol that follows the registration string. The series is a small horizontally oriented word that identifies a special series of plate issued by the jurisdiction. The background is the name given to the visual elements comprising the graphical design of the plate. In some cases, the class of the vehicle the plate is mounted on must be identified in order to determine the plate type. Correctly interpreting each one of these plate attributes is essential in correctly coding a plate for DMV lookup. Intrada Insight was designed as a universally deployable web-based system with a variety of human factors in mind. The user interface as well as the user interactions have been designed to minimize review time per queue by letting reviewers focus on specific elements of the transaction and by visually assisting them through the process to ensure correct identification and data entry. All review steps are hotkeyed and do not require the use of a mouse. The only exception to this is for the plate find queues. An example of interactive assistance is when a user enters a plate registration string that is not allowed for a specific plate type. The system will then indicate this by not resolving that specific plate type. Of course, if new plates are issued, then a new registration string syntax can always be overridden in the super review queue, with the proviso that this must be done consciously and by an experienced reviewer. By allowing image reviewers to only focus on a specific task, they can concentrate on a specific aspect of the review, thereby minimizing the loss of efficiency caused by context switching, which is prevalent in single queue systems. This task-specific focus greatly reduces the probability of human error and the amount of knowledge each reviewer must retain as they move from image to image. Reviewers are trained to key what they see on the plate, and the system then interprets the results and determines the correct plate type code required for DMV lookup. This logic is hidden from the reviewer, as it would otherwise introduce unnecessary complexity and errors. Intrada Insight's multi-queue system was adopted after extensive research performed on queuing theory and workflow optimization. An added benefit of the multi-queue system is that junior reviewers can specialize in simpler queues that require less training, whereas experienced reviewers can address more complex reviews such as advanced jurisdiction review. As junior reviewers gain experience, they can then move on to more advanced review queues. This allows for optimal utilization of human capital. Depending on the agency's business rules, Intrada Insight typically employs 10 different queues, but this can vary depending on the complexity of the license plates encountered for the geographic areas covered by the agency's footprint. The suite of Intrada products has been deployed at dozens of agencies across North America, as well as in many other toll collection entities around the world. Q-Free's Intrada Insight has helped several agencies employing all electronic tolling in North America save millions of dollars in operational expense and reduce leakage via high accuracy rates.